out of tune. With the help of this guy right here, the one and only Chesley McNeil, we hope to get them back in, say it together, Chesley, harmony.
Yes, harmony. See how I went bass on that?
Harmony. Incredible.
Yeah,
He's back, and we're gonna mend some hearts, and we're gonna start with our first Love Doctors question, and which is, I married my husband young, the first real relationship for both of us. Tied the knot at 21, fast forward 10 years plus. We have 2 beautiful girls in elementary school and 1 on the way. Congratulations. Now, before I found out I was pregnant again, we were in couples therapy after really tough losses in our extended family. We haven't communicated well in years, and I feel like he expects me to do everything at home after school since he does travel often for work. How do we reshift our mindset as we prepare for another baby in an already hectic house? Sincerely, hanging on Haylee. Hanging on Haylee. Chesley, what do you think? That's a tough spot.
Life is the issue. So life getting in the way. He has a job that's away. She's at home with the kids. I understand why she feels the way she feels, and I probably understand. I can probably relate to what he's doing. Probably, I'm just going to assume that he's doing what's best for the family, or what he feels best for the family. Of course. So this takes some conversation. Obviously, she needs to express to him exactly how she feels.
Yes.
And then he has to make a decision. Right, whether to be at home more, maybe change your job. It's going to take a life shift for this to continue to work out, if it's going to work out. Right, I totally agree with you. Hanging on, Haylee, hang in there. At the end of the day, he is always about communicating. That's what's going to get you through any relationship, whether you're talking of a love interest, a friendship, work. So he's absolutely correct. Agree with you that you have to spell out your expectations, because if you don't, there will be resentment. I talk to a bunch of my friends who have little ones or even bigger ones, and when you don't get your needs met, and you think you're expressing them, but maybe the person, they're not getting it. You got to make it as simple and plain as possible. Right, it permeates into every aspect of your life, and you don't want to bring this happy new bundle of joy into your life without being completely on the same page about how you're going to do this. Recently, I was taking the kids to school, and I was picking them up, and for a lot of reasons, but I was talking about it with Jim, and he's like, you know what, I'll take him every morning. You get your coffee, preview your script, and it's bonding time for him. And so he makes some adjustments before he goes to work. It's little things like that we have to talk about. Absolutely. It's small. It could be a small thing. Yes. But if you don't communicate it, you never know. And we posted this question on our social pages. What advice would you give? And on Twitter, some of you weighed in. Put the fun back into marriage. Laugh again together. Value your shared and separate interests. So we always, Grandland, thank you for weighing in. We just always love hearing from you guys. I agree. Start laughing again. Laughter, well, it cures everything. All right, question number 2, Chesley. Dear Love Doctors, my boyfriend and I have been together for only 6 months, head over heels, and I think he may be the one. On our first date, he told me about why he ended his 2-year relationship with his ex. To sum it up, basically, he claimed she was crazy. Now, I don't like that, but I'll get to that in a minute. So he had to get out before it got really bad. Somehow, she got her phone number, has been calling and hanging up for weeks, but today she actually spoke and said she's pregnant. I immediately hung up, called him on the way home, said, come over, we got to talk about it. He again went on a rant of how crazy she is. Should I listen to him and drop it, or make him confirm the pregnancy? I'm sorry. Yeah. That's not something you just drop. Well, okay, so go ahead and address the crazy first. Okay, first of all, because what if she's really crazy? Okay, fine. But how many women in this studio have had an ex that said you were crazy? Raise your hand. Everybody's up. Our producers said their hands up. Molly, is your hand up? Yeah, oh, you're crazy. So first, I don't love that. But if this girl really is, Chelsea, why are you laughing? If this girl really is stalking you, and now has pulled out the pregnancy card, sure. She does sound a little off kilter, but the guy can't just go, what did I tell you, and kind of, ignore the conversation. She's crazy. Why wouldn't you just believe me and know that she's crazy? And then you go on. That's what you agree with? No.
Oh, good. I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Well, there has to be an investigation. If the young lady is saying that she's pregnant, you got to find out what's going on, obviously, clearly. Of course, he's going to brush it off some kind of way.
But that's not the right way. Don't say, I would be like mortified. By the way, you're only 6 months into this, dude. So if I had a crazy ex of Jim's calling me, I might go, Jim, let's take a break till you sort yourself and this crazy chick out.
Because he may be crazy.
Because he may be crazy. He's attracting the crazies. I don't know. But, I mean, you have got to address it.
There's no way around it.
And possibly take a paternity test. No, I don't know.
No,
now I'm going forward and forward and forward.
Well, 6 months in, again, and she said she's fully vested.
Right.
6 months in, you got to do it.
You got to have that conversation.
I probably would be gone.
I think I would be too.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
I know. This would be too much for me.
Yeah. Too much too soon.
And guys, it sounds kind of dangerous.
And
it sounds like the making of
And the fact that he would be dismissing it by saying, I told you she's crazy, that kind of thing.
I don't like it.
No.
Yes.
Out.
Weigh in on that one.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thank you, Chesley McNeil. Do you have a question for the Love Doc? Scan the QR code, takes you right to our ANC page. And anonymously, we will share it. Chesley and I will help you get through it. He's the best. All right, well, nothing's